Let's make some dumplings because it's cold. Now, I don't have any buttermilk, and that's the way I prefer to make my dumplings. But as long as you have milk and fat and flour, you can make dumplings. You don't even have to have milk. You could make them with water. They'd be more like egg noodles, but you can do it a million different ways. And you can make, I'm making chicken dumplings, but you could make chicken dumplings, blackberry dumplings, squirrel dumplings. I know all kinds of ways to make dumplings. I don't know how you want them. If you like those balled up dumplings, like I don't like those, but if you like those, use self-rising flour and it'll make them puff up and be fluffier. But I like mine flat. So I'm using all-purpose flour. This morning, I'm grouchy. But I had all this chicken because I have this crazy friend, Lorianne, and she had all this chicken thawed out yesterday, but she didn't have a kitchen. So I have all this flour too from leftover from all the cooking I did for Easter. I just bought tons of flour because I have to have bread flour, I have to have self-rising flour, I have to have all-purpose flour, and then there's the other flours that you don't have to have, like wheat, rye, all that. We ain't gonna get into all that though. I think I need some salt. Look at this cabinet, it's horrid. Need a little bit of salt in my all-purpose flour. Better turn my chicken broth on. I made it last night. I cooked chicken thighs. They made some good broth. Actually, it seemed like it had a little bit too much fat in it. I took some fat, scooped it out of the broth this morning. Because if you get too much fat in your dumplings, you're just going to have one big old fat dumpling in the middle. I'm going to put some butter in here because I don't want to use oil. But you could use oil. You could use coconut oil. You could use anything. You just need some fat. I know. I was going to do this with my hands. That's how I would normally do it. But I don't want to be offensive. I'm not sure it makes a lot of difference since y'all aren't eating here. But anyway, I will show you how to do it the right way, I suppose. You get one of these pastry cutters and you cut your fat into your flour. Works better with your hands. But you can also use one of these. I think I want a little bit more. Now, if I put too much fat in here, I'm going to have one big clumped up dumpling. I don't know how much of anything I use. I really don't. So you probably would have to look up a recipe to be sure of that. But I would say for right now, I've got about 2.5, 3 cups of flour in here. And maybe about 1/2 to 3/4 of a stick of butter. And like I said, I like to use buttermilk. But I don't have any buttermilk. I used all my buttermilk up, so I got to have regular milk. I don't have much of that either. I've got to use regular milk in here, and you got to put milk in your broth. You just stir this stuff up till it looks about like a biscuit. If you don't know how to make a biscuit, go over there and look on Miss Brenda Gant's page on any of the social media. She'll teach you how to make a biscuit. I can teach you how to make a biscuit. I like the way she does it, though. She's been doing it longer and probably better. Well, I don't know about better. I can make a pretty good biscuit. I don't know if y'all saw my Easter pictures, but I made cat heads, and they was about that tall and that big around. I don't do that all the time because it's unnecessary, really. But it was a holiday. So we did that. And if anybody is interested in seeing me make a biscuit, y'all just tell me, and I'll do it. Oh, shoot. Hey, Early. There's my doggy in the kitchen. I told y'all I have my dog in the kitchen. He's the best. And y'all don't eat here, so don't worry about it. Say hey, Early. Oh, he's so sweet. He's an old man, though. He's about, how old are you now, Early? 12? If he had human vocal cords, he could talk, I tell you. I got to get over here and get this flour out of the corner that I forgot to get. So, of course, I can sprinkle it down here while I'm making a mess making dumplings. You got to have a rolling pin. You got to have a pizza cutter. You don't have to have a pizza cutter, but it'll make your life easier. All right. Put my biscuit type dough down here. And really, you can do however you make biscuits, you can use those for dumplings. It doesn't matter how you make them. It doesn't matter if you buy them store-bought. It doesn't matter if you buy those store-bought dumplings, but if you do, get those Mary D's. Those are good. Very good, in fact. I just don't ever have any when I want to make dumplings, and I always have the things to make dumplings, so it ain't a big deal. Now, if you work your biscuit dough too much, I think I've talked about this before. If you work your biscuit dough too much, you're going to have tough biscuits. I like my little dumplings kind of thin and tough, so I work it a little bit more than I would if I was making biscuits. But that looks good right there. Right there. What? You want dumplings? You want dumplings, dumplings? Oh, so sweet. That's Mama's baby. He's Mama's kitchen dog. Roll these babies out. I like them thin. You got to know what thickness you like yours. Roll them out that way. I wish I knew how to pause the video. I got to do something different with my video. I don't know how to pause it, then come back and like connect it. Oh, shoot. And, you know, connect them all together. I really don't. And my water's not boiling. My broth's not boiling. When it starts boiling, I'm going to put my my milk in it. And I'm just going to try to cut these babies out and get started. Doggone. I was freezing to death. That's why I was making dumplings, and now I'm hot. Some business. This is tough business making dumplings. What? Ain't nobody out there. Now you just lying. There ain't nobody there. Don't even start. Oh. I'm sorry I called you a liar. Hattie's out there, isn't she? All right. You can go. There she is. Hey, Hattie, matey, you got to go back out. Come, get. Y'all go. Go. Maybe I can, like, I don't know, cut some out of the video. I don't know. And I lost my little clicker that starts and stops it. So I'm just in a mess this morning. I probably am not going to post this, but I might. You can't ever tell. Putting me some milk. I don't know. You don't put like half and half broth and milk, but you do put a good bit of milk in there. Maybe, say, 4 cups of broth and 2 cups of milk. Something like that. I don't know. I never do anything exact. And I never do anything the same way twice. That's a problem. That's a problem. That's something I've been trying to learn for years. Always do the same thing the same way every time, and your results will be better. But I don't do that. I tell people to do that, but I don't do it. Pizza cutter makes your life easier. You know, you can use a knife. Ooh, you can make prettier cuts. But it don't matter to me. It's going to taste good. And I'm ready for the water to start boiling. When it boils, I'll drop these in here one at a time. I don't do a lot of stirring. Some people stir between each dumpling. I don't like to do much stirring because it tears them up. It tears mine up anyway. But I will come back and show y'all something else about this if I can't figure out how to pause the video and start it over. You can't be an influencer. Oh, God. My hair looked good when I woke up and then I tried to fix it. You can't be an influencer if you don't know technology. I'm not an influencer. I'm just an idiot with a cell phone camera.